Hello and welcome to the Cardiac Cats YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Shorba. You know, guys, I did not plan to record again before the NFL draft, but we have some massive rumors coming out right now. I want to at least talk about them before we live stream tonight. Two things to discuss. One is that there is conversation right now about the Jacksonville Jaguars trying to potentially even move up to select tight end Brock Bowers in the first round. This is one of the things floating around. There are other players they're looking to target, but it has been rumored, and this was partially confirmed, that Doug Peterson is very interested in Brock Bowers. Maybe Trent Baalke doesn't feel the same way, but they're looking very closely at potentially taking him. You can see at the bottom of this tweet that came out from Todd McShay, going over what he's heard from all these different teams, their plans for the draft. The Brock Bowers teams, it's Indianapolis and Jacksonville. So this could be a really crazy way things would play out. Now, if it happens, how would I feel about it? I'd probably honestly just be confused. It's a great player, and he's ranked higher than 17th for me. And really, he's just not ranked even higher on my board because of positional value, perhaps. But he is a hell of a football player, and he'd be a good addition to any team. It's just obviously questions like, okay, you just signed Evan Ingram to a long-term extension. You got 2 years left on that. Big cap hits. You've got guarantees as well there. You've got Brennan Strange, who you drafted last year. It's confusing, right? There's clear problems with it, but you're getting a very good football player. And so I think they have to get really creative with how they use these guys, trying to get them on the field. But that is something to watch right now because there are legit rumors about this. I don't think Jacksonville is going to be the team that does the most to go get him, which is why I don't think this will end that way. But I do think it's something to watch. Now, the other thing, and this is probably the bigger part of this, based off of everything being written here, and I've got another report to confirm that this is something Jacksonville is looking into. It looks like Malik Nabers is going to fall past the Titans. It looks like that legit could happen. Now, I could be completely wrong. They could end up taking him. I wouldn't be that shocked, right? But it sounds like, according to this, that they're looking to take Joe Alt at pick number 7. To most people, that's not shocking, right? To me, it is a little bit because I thought, and I might still be right. We'll see, of course. I hope I'm wrong. But I figured with what they said about wide receiver and offensive tackle, that even if they felt like maybe offensive tackle is more of a need, as long as the receiver is ranked close, they're going to go with receiver. Because of how good of a prospect that Joe Alt is, and some apparent character concerns with Malik Nabers, maybe there's a little bit of a difference there. Enough to where Tennessee's going to go with him. And then there's even talk about them potentially taking J.C. Latham here, which would be crazy if they did that. So there's a little bit of insanity going on, and it just doesn't look like any of these top teams are going to take Nabers right now. Now, Odunze looks like he's going to go up pick 6 because I don't think the Giants are going to be able to move up for Drake May. That seems to be pretty clearly what they're looking to do. He's probably going to go to the New England Patriots. So what is probably going to happen, you're probably going to have the first 3 picks go as expected, no trades. Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Cardinals. Pick number 5, it's either going to be Minnesota coming up for McCarthy, or potentially the Chargers stay and take Joe Alt or J.C. Latham. And then he gets pick 6, it's Odunze, and pick 7 would be one of those other tackles. Now, it's possible maybe if Alt goes at 5, Tennessee goes back to Nabers. That is possible. But if these things are true, I think that they could end up being teams that skip them, and you get to 8 or 9, and they're trading back with someone like Jacksonville. Now, we do know as well, and this is probably the biggest part of this, the Jacksonville Jaguars are currently calling teams to move up the draft board to try to get into position to select a specific pass catcher. And I think we know who that is. And it's even confirmed here by Dan Orlovsky. I think it's very clear. Well, Rome Odunze is fantastic, and I have him as another blue chip prospect in this class. I think Nabers is a better fit. I think he's a slightly better player as well. And I have no concerns, really, with him coming into the NFL and dominating right off the bat. I think he's going to do that. I think he is the second best player in this class, only behind Marvin Harrison Jr., which is a 1A, 1B type of situation, at least to me. So if Jacksonville is able to pull this off, I'm just telling you right now, and I hope this ages well, and I'm just telling you guys rumors, right? This is not, there's reports involved, right? But we got to see what happens, right? Sources can lie, things can happen. It's always possible it goes in their way. But if these things end up being correct and Jacksonville is really looking to move up and they get a deal done, they might come home with one of the best players from this draft. And that is to me, if they got Malik Neighbors, I think that is a franchise-altering decision for this team. I'm not going to mince words with it. I think it's that impactful to get that kind of player. So keep your eyes out. Make sure as well, if you got time tonight, make sure to join the live stream. I'm going to be streaming the whole first round with my brother here. Went up to Iowa to go spend some time with him this weekend, watch the draft. We are going to be live streaming the whole night. So definitely check in when we make the pick. We'll talk about it, give our instant analysis, and we'll talk about all the other picks as well. But really exciting stuff. I had to report this. There's no way I could keep myself from saying this until, maybe 7 o'clock tonight for me. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the NFL draft. Hopefully come and join us and enjoy it there too. That's all I got to say. Have a great night. Go Jags.